With the upcoming reboot of It on the way, we felt compelled to do some research on everyone's favorite bringers of joy and laughter: clowns. While writing his 1986 novel, It, Stephen King tells the story of a creature from space who comes out of hibernation every few decades to feed on the local population of the town Derry, Maine. King wanted to create a creature who would transform into things its prey finds most terrifying. He nailed it right out of the park when he gave birth to Pennywise. Thankfully, the story of Pennywise is an act of fiction, because could you even imagine? Oh god. But after doing some digging, mankind may not be out of the woods when it comes to interactions with our supernatural, chuckling friends. Our first story is the tragic tale of Frederick ZOZZABY. According to the legend, Frederick ZOZZABY was a Czechoslovakian clown who had moved to Liverpool, England to find work in the circus. Frederick's attempts to join the circus did not go well, prompting him to unfortunately end his own life. Although Frederick was gone, stories of his ghost haunting children have popped up from time to time. In 1950, two brothers were awoken by the sound of laughter. When they opened their eyes, they were horrified to find the apparition of ZOZZABY the clown in their doorway. With one hand on his belly, the clown pointed at the children, laughing at their obvious terror. His face was described as misfigured, with sunken eyes and a long crooked nose, with the smell of embalming fluid filling the room. According to the brothers, the clown disappeared soon after being noticed. What makes this even more concerning is the almost identical situation was described by two brothers in 2002. The sightings of Frederick ZOZZABY continue to this day. For our next bundle of laughs, we must travel to the 16th century. During a time without iPads and Netflix, people looked to more creative forms of entertainment. One being the Harlequin. Being categorized by their checkered costume, the Harlequin character was known to portray a comedic servant, oftentimes, quote, up to no good, unquote. Being the clowns of their time, people looked toward the Harlequin for laughter and joy. But not all smiles hold good intentions. Similar to the Slender Man, the image of the Harlequin is associated with an entity known for tormenting children. Over the years, there have been a multitude of reports of a metaphysical entity known to wake children from their sleep, tell them stories, perform parts of plays, and just dance about. Now, these actions may sound fun and dandy, but more sinister stories, including child abductions, have also been reported. I'm not sure about you, but if the 5-year-old me came in contact with a clown-like creature dancing around my room, I would not stick around for its grand finale. Okay, I think I have enough in me for one more story before my heart gives out, so here we go. While researching this last story, I continually asked myself the same question over and over. And that question is why? Why would you build a motel directly next to an old graveyard? And better yet, why would you build a motel with a wall-to-wall clown theme? If you're taking a road trip through Nevada and need a place to rest your weary head, you just might pull into the Tonopah Clown Motel. That's right, folks, you heard it. A clown motel. From the main office to every single rentable room, you have clowns on the doors, clowns hanging from the walls, clowns sitting on shelves and in portraits, and burned into your mind forever. Now, if this place wasn't terrible enough, the motel is said to be haunted due to its next-door neighbor housing the hundreds of dead miners who once lived in Tonopah from 1901 to 1911. People have experienced strange voices, the sound of laughter, and even movement from some of the clown dolls. If you were to make a checklist of terrible, I would have to say this place has it all. Okay, listen. I think this is all the clown I could take for the moment. Although terrifying, I can't help but be extremely excited for the upcoming reboot of It. Being released on September 8th, 2017, directed by Andres Muschietti, and Pennywise being played by Bill Skarsgård, I think we're in for one hell of a show. You guys like this stuff? Well, if you do, you should check out iHorror.com, the #1 place for all things horror. As always, thank you guys for listening, and until next time.